Greetings. Well, today I'm going to answer one of my most common questions that I get as a sleep scientist, and that is, how do I know that I'm getting enough sleep? How do I know that sleep is my problem in my life? And that's a fantastic question, because our problem of tiredness can be other things. Now, I am trained and madly researched and passionately interested in finding out if it is sleep that is causing your issues. Now, getting better sleep is always going to make your life better. If there are other reasons for perhaps your tiredness or your moodiness or your lack of energy or something else on a health level, mentally, physically, or on all dimensions, sleep will help to find out what it is and to improve things, because during sleep is where you do all the integrations and the repairing. So even if you're not sure if it's sleep, starting by getting better sleep is going to make a huge difference. That is the first point. So there's never any reason why you wouldn't want to find out if your sleep could be better. So during the night we repair. During the night the body does what it's designed to do. It will check whether your DNA is all optimized, your immune function, your digestion. It will detox your brain. I've written a lot about this. I have made podcasts on this, and I've made videos on this, and I'm going to even write another book all about that. Because what I really am about is to help people realize that focusing on sleep is one of the best things you can do. It will enhance anything in a positive way to help you thrive more and make better decisions and have more energy in life. Now, yes, there is such a thing as too much sleep as well. Absolutely. Too much sleep can be as disturbing as not enough. So this is an important point to just weave in here. I can talk about this more another time, but just sleeping all the time is not going to make it either, because we do need to have the daylight exposure and the exercise and a healthy biorhythm and circadian rhythm. And oversleeping is another symptom of either a problem or a pattern that is not going to actually improve things on many levels, but it's a whole new video. And if you're interested in that answer, please write a comment to inspire me and to feel like, yes, people really want to know this. I certainly find it all way too interesting, so I'm a bit biased. So, and the way to find out whether sleep is your problem is quite easy. Number one, I will know from when you're describing your sleeping pattern. If you're working night shift, if you have irregular nights of sleeping times, for example, one night it's 1 o'clock, another night it could be 12 or 10, like especially if you are traveling perhaps against time zones, if you're doing anything like being involved in a business where you need to stay up all night at times, or where perhaps something is keeping you up at night, or you're going through a major transition, usually sleep is disturbed, and getting better sleep will help you to move through that. Why is sleep disturbed? Another big chapter, but I can explain that to you. In order to sleep well, you need to feel safe and be able to relax. Now, if you're looking after a baby, it's natural that you are going to be sleeping less deeply because you are looking after another life. If you don't feel safe at home and you're in a relationship where you don't feel safe to go to sleep, as an example, or where maybe in the past you didn't feel safe to go to sleep, this can be a pattern that will mean that you never actually sleep as deeply as you could. So when I can talk with you or ask you some questions, you will be able to get insight, and so will I, into where your sleep can improve, whether your sleep is actually already really optimized, and also if not, which it usually isn't, how you can aim to get that optimization happening for you. Because there are a lot of steps that you can use to block how you block your sleep, i.e. you can stop certain things that are destructive for your ability to sleep, and you can also do other things to override an unhealthy sleeping pattern or an inability to sleep deeply. And they are another set of things you can implement that are very easy to implement. So these things are not complex or big, but you are a complex human, and I'm not going to say that whatever works will work for most people, except for very few things like regular bedtime if you can, and most people can't. Discipline around your light exposure at night, positive relationship with sunlight during the day that is healthy for you, and things like magnesium can make a huge difference in people as well. So these are really basics, and these will always help under the circumstances of just by merely being a human. But there are many things on the side that you can implement that will enhance your ability to sleep. There's infrared light if you're not getting enough sunlight. There is ability to learn how to relax or to avoid things that stress you at night. And you might not realize that a certain phone call is giving you that stress, or a certain email correspondence, or a chapter that you haven't finished closing, so that you can really rest about those. And that brings me to another video that I wish to create, which is, why Sabine? Why should I talk to you about sleep, Sabine? Because there are a lot of people out there now talking about sleep. And yes, some people are incredibly backed with science, like I am as well, with the PhD and a graduate certificate in research, and my general outlook on life to research things and to analyze things. Some people can teach you with psychology and with other techniques like yogic breaths, mindfulness, journaling. So can I. But they're missing the science. Other people will talk about your subconscious mind and patterns there, and so can I, because I've studied all of that. I've literally been geared up my entire life into this one point where I can bring helping people to unwind and sleep optimally, so they can get greater bursts of energy and clarity. And what more could you need as a human? You're going to be more efficient. You're going to waste less time getting lost in things. You're going to feel more inspired and connected with your well-being. And you're going to wake up feeling refreshed rather than tired and dragging through the day. This changes your whole mindset. This changes your biology. This changes your ability to see other potential ways of leading your life. So it is massive, and I really love the fact that when you do optimize sleep, that your inherent intelligence in your body, the design that you are, will serve you. It's not like we have to worry about all the finer details. The body actually responds to your ability to serve it by offering it an ability to sleep well, i.e. you're not blocking it, avoiding it, or making it really difficult for the poor body and the mind to unwind and do its repair. And that's where I help. So if you are having any of those experiences, i.e. waking up not feeling amazing, if you feel you're aging too quickly, if you feel you're putting on weight and you don't know why, as an example, if you feel that you're not memorizing things as well as you used to, if you're feeling you're more impatient with your loved ones or your family, which is really sad, because if you are impatient, for example, around your children, how can you ever repair those things? How can you repair and explain later, when you were impatient to your 3-year-old or 5-year-old, that they have anxiety because you were just overworked and not getting good sleep and knowing how to calm yourself and center yourself? When you are a parent, it is primary that you realize how the children's mind will work with your response and leading by example on your relationship with sleep, calming down, and how your self-care will then be reflected on your children's well-being as well, and certainly your ability to parent. So that's another whole topic. I have raised 3 children and studied a lot about parenting. I have seen people that do this brilliantly and always observed, how do they do that? What are they doing? How does that work? So that's why I'm holistic. When you talk to me, there is nothing I wouldn't have heard before, and there's nothing I can look up if I haven't heard, for example, the latest science, and I haven't exactly been with my finger on that pulse. But in general, I feel like there's a lot of common sense stuff that I'm bringing together through research and backed up science notes and the journey of my entire life, literally, combined with yogic and Chinese traditional wisdom and with neuro-linguistic programming, i.e. how we perceive and how we use our perception to create our reality, and how we self-hypnotize through my study as being a hypnotherapist and a master practitioner in neuro-linguistic programming. So I'm actually really excited, and I should talk about this a lot more, because I don't think there is anyone else, or if there is, there aren't many people with my holistic background where I can really understand you on so many levels and help you and hone in to see where your sleep can be optimized, how it's affecting you. And a lot of people don't realize how much good sleep is making their whole life turn around. They're so used to drinking that coffee, they're so used to trying to relax with alcohol or distractions. They think that's normal because we normalize these things, but it honestly doesn't have to be this way, and you can literally have a new lease on life. And that's where I get so passionate, and I love to help you in all the ways. So these things can also be generational, and I have deeply looked into that research as well, which is absolutely science-backed and shown, not just through animal studies, but human interviews. And so if you've had anxiety in your lineage, in your ancestry, there's a high chance you're carrying it and you don't even know the difference. You're just carrying that, and it's normalized as well. So we can really optimize our aging process, our longevity, our energy levels, reversing things like Alzheimer's and heart disease and early onset diabetes, which are all linked with lack of sleep, which is all, of course, connected with your ability to navigate stress, listen to your body, reset, slow down, and have techniques in place so that you're not just going, okay, I really want to relax, but I don't know how to do it. There are beautiful neuro habits that I coach people on that are easy and joyful and absolutely personally tailored. You can choose them from a selection of like a menu, and you can literally do 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there to create big changes. That sounds a lot, but that's actually how it works. I've had people that have been insomniacs for 10 years, seen psychologists and couldn't shift it. They've seen me for one session. It was an hour, and they had gone to my meditation before that, and my breath work and my journaling. But in total, they saw me for 3 hours, and they said it was the first night that they slept and understood sleep and could relax and actually work with the biology and mindfulness of real sleep. So rewarding, so beautiful, so amazing. Some of those people, what I'm referring to, was in their 70s. I've worked with people in their 50s, and of course all the way down to mothers and people who have lost their parents or their children have moved out, and to work with that whole shift to be able to sleep at peace, feeling safe. So there is a lot there. There's a society out there that is seemingly still rewarding working hard and rushing, and the more you're rushing, the more successful you are. And that's just not true. I have found myself that the more I am grounded and conscious and able to still smell the roses and experience the beauty around me, the more my life is successful, and the less I have to backpedal and realize, oh, why on earth did I make that decision? All my bad decisions were only ever made because I didn't sleep on something, or I kind of felt rushed into it. And that's 100%. But when I sleep on it, and when I know I'm in a really good space and I've connected with myself, which doesn't take that much, it's easy to do. I've taught many people your decision making and your setting of your life's GPS. What's my priority? How will I feel good on my deathbed? What is important for the next few years? Am I really happy here? Can I actually be honest with myself? All of that becomes really easy and natural because it's our natural way to be. It's just been overridden through stress and programming and being modeled by either our parents or society. And that's another thing I work with people. That modeling and finding out what it is for you and whether it's actually serving you or whether it's just unconsciously running your life, life-changing. And that's, again, one of my specialties. So I hope this helps and inspires you. I would love to hear your thoughts. Ciao for now.